And with that, we welcome you to the Newb Tewb
My
for the
beer
week.
went down the wrong way.
Well, that's your own problem.
Ugh.
We are New.B Studios, based out of Fredericton. My name is Jade.
I'm Merzro.
And I am Lodge.
Best intro ever.
If you say so.
That beer thing, right?
Yeah. So guys, what have we accomplished this week?
I started doing karate.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but it's Kyokushin karate. It's very, very high intensity. First thing that we did was we ran for about 30 seconds and then immediately went and did 50 squats, 20 push-ups, and 5 minutes of leg lift.
Cool.
Jesus.
And then immediately started practicing kicks.
Fun.
Yeah.
But we more mean along the lines of project-wise.
Yeah, well, that's most of my week right there. I'm learning a new 3D modeling program, so my modeling is actually kind of on hold, but I'm using the project models as learning tools right now.
Okay. Cool. What have you been up to, Merzro?
I've been trying to figure out this whole university thing, and also how to work a retail job, which I've never done before. So I didn't really get anything
job is
accomplished.
actually kind of a daunting experience to first move into.
I've
I can say that
considered
coming from 5 years service experience to retail.
Yeah.
Retail is harder. Shut up, retail man.
You're lucky. You've been doing that since you've been working a retail job since
6
you were in.
years.
Yeah, so you've got 6 years advantage over somebody who's been working in kitchens for most of his career.
I should take your job.
My job?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just because it's a retail job in video games. I think it'd be better.
I have no doubt that you could do the job, but I have the job. Yeah.
Not for long.
My job is better than both of your jobs. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh, I did manage to wrangle a paycheck out of that stupid cafe I quit.
Hmm.
I wasn't even sure if I was going to get it. I went in to ask for it yesterday, because by yesterday, I should have it.
Yes.
And finally, I get to meet the person who actually runs the restaurant part of the business. And I ask her about it, and she calls the other person who runs. And they start speaking back and forth at each other in Filipino. I think that's a language.
Yep.
Okay. And but they go back and forth between Filipino and English, and I can hear her say, "Yeah, I think he got another job." That seems like a weird thing to say in English, doesn't it?
Whatever.
It's probably a statement that's just not as easy to say in Filipino as quickly.
Okay.
That's why Siak exists, because there's
Oh,
some things
yeah.
that are far easier to say in English and some things that are far easier to say in French.
Shuck.
Either way, her excuse was, "Oh yeah, she forgot to leave it here, so you should just come back tomorrow." I doubt it. I'm pretty sure she wasn't going to write it unless I asked for it. But I got it, so it all works out.
Perfect.
You worked
Yeah.
there for what, like 3 days?
3 days. I got $80.
I get a 3-day paycheck next Thursday. It's gonna be, what was it, like $300?
Cool. I used to make $300. Well, no, I didn't make $300 in 3 days. How did you make $300 in 3 days?
Basically working full time, getting paid $15 an hour.
Oh, well, that would do it.
Yeah.
Well, I've mostly been doing the whole university thing as well, but it's not really getting used to the whole university thing. It's just settling back into my schedule. And then work. I work like 30-something hours a week, so
Wow. You're not going to reduce those hours at all?
I'm only doing 4 courses. Doesn't really matter.
Okay. Do you think you can handle it? That sounds intense.
I'm pretty sure you can handle it.
Okay.
It's only 4 courses. I was doing like 25 hours last term and had 5 courses, so...
Okay.
As for project-wise, I haven't really had time to do much. I tried to keep going with my blender, but that's really about as much as I could do.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I haven't even touched my sketchbook since last week. Maybe before last week. It's stressful and I'm anxious that I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but I had this I had this horrible dream that I was failing, like, the night before I started at school.
Oh, no.
Like,
I don't really stress about school. I've never stressed about school.
Well,
I don't find any point to stressing about school because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy if you stress about school.
I know that. That doesn't seem to help, though. I also didn't go right from high school straight to university, right? So I'm just worried that I'm gonna find something and it's like, oh shit, I don't know how to do any of this.
No.
I wish I'd stayed in school.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I shouldn't worry about it.
Again, just don't stress. Like, a little bit of stress is fine, just enough to get you to do your assignments. That's basically what you need to have. But anything more than that is excessive and unnecessary.
Yeah. Well, you could say that about any level of stress. Any level of stress is unnecessary.
No.
Not
That's
true.
wrong.
You are supposed to be a little bit stressed about some things.
Again,
A good example would be driving a car. You are supposed to stress out a little bit while driving a car because that keeps you aware of your surroundings enough to
enough stress to get you to get your assignments done. Enough stress to study. Enough stress. Stress isn't a bad thing. Too much stress is a bad thing.
Yeah, it's like I need enough stress to be able to do my assignment that I'm supposed to be doing right now that's due tomorrow before midnight tomorrow, or else I get kicked out of the course. So, yeah.
Enough stress. All lives are stress. There's always stress in your life. Life is stressful. It's just there's a point where it's stressful and too much stress.
Yeah, it's all how you experience the stress, manage the stress, and use the stress to your advantage.
Okay.
I could do this psychologically if you want, but I don't think you'd want me to.
Or we could do it biologically. Stress makes you activate certain chemicals in your brain. The chemicals in your brain make you
That's still psychologically. That's neuropsych, but that is still psychological.
Yeah, it's also chemical.
Increase dopamine, increase serotonin, fun stuff like that.
Increase adrenaline. It's like, I got 2 hours of
epinephrine, norepinephrine, all that fun stuff. Anywho,
I'm thirsty.
I self-medicate with Mario Kart.
I've been using Skyrim.
Cool.
I've been using Destiny! We were having an incredible conversation about Destiny just now.
I wouldn't call that an incredible conversation about Destiny.
I would call it an interesting conversation.
I was bitching about how I don't like it, and you were telling me that's because I'm not a shooter person.
I still
and
stand
I was
by
just
that.
going, I don't have internet, so I can't play it, but I don't have a console that I want to play it on anyways. Yay!
Again, I still stand by that. I don't think you're not a shooter person.
Okay, that's fine, but I stand by the fact that it doesn't matter if I'm not a shooter person. I should still be able to find some kind of merit in a game, even if I'm not.
No.
Just because I'm not. What's the term? A shooter enthusiast. Just because I'm not like, oh my god, Call of Duty, yeah! I should be able to find something useful in that, because I can see something useful in Call of Duty, or not useful. I mean, I can find fun things in Call of Duty.
Yes.
Or even Borderlands. I can say that Borderlands looks pretty. I can even say Call of Duty is fun with a lot of people.
I think that you really need
Destiny.
to get a feel for Destiny, you would need to start a new character and experience them from the very beginning. Because with Bungie games, I find that the part that draws you in and actually makes you want to play is usually the first cutscene and 10 minutes of gameplay, and then from then on, it's more you want to know what happens next in the plot, and you actually have an objective to go to, so it doesn't matter what it looks like, it's
This
always
game is-
motivating you to go there.
This Bungie game isn't like that.
No?
No.
Is the intro
I have
boring?
no fucking clue what's going on in the plot.
Okay, fine, but are you still compelled to go somewhere immediately after the intro?
Yeah?
Then it's doing its job, just minus the plot portion.
But that's just kind of unfortunate.
No, that's actually most video games. That's definitely Mass Effect. Mass Effect is it's like that, but plot, not
that's
gameplay
true.
wise. See, if you dropped in right in the middle of the first Mass Effect game, how motivated to play it would you be?
Not at all.
Exactly. Yet, what is one of your favorite game series?
Mass Effect. Yeah.
Exactly. So your point is now no. Destiny would probably be incredibly entertaining to you if you started from square one.
Okay. The cost for entry is too damn high.
Yeah,
Video games in Canada, or at the very least, video games
for just the video game It's a little bit too high, but you don't even have like the proper consoles to play it on.
I have an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3.
Those aren't the
No.
proper
It is
consoles
a
to play
console
on.
to play
No.
That is a console to play it on, not the proper console to play it on. What is the console Destiny was designed
PS4, I know.
Yeah.
What is the console that more people are playing it on, though?
Xbox One, but not because the Xbox One's better than the
No,
PlayStation
no,
4.
it's just a community thing.
Yes. Cats. You almost had him. Okay, you got part of them.
Drive-by shedding.
Again,
It wouldn't be such a big problem if your cats weren't so large.
actually, that one's lost some weight. That one
Yes, I
gained
know,
weight.
but my brother's cats don't have the same problem because the one that does that is like a quarter the size of your small cat.
And your argument about benefits of games. There are some.
Benefits.
I
the
think
wrong word.
yeah, the word benefits he was actually supposed to be using like wow factor or like sparkle. I don't know, fun.
I don't know. There are just some games that you would play that I would be like, I don't find any interest in it whatsoever.
It's like Assassin's Creed. I find Assassin's Creed very dry to play.
The
I mean,
first
it's
one or all of them?
all of them. It's kind of
That's
fun
fair.
for about 45 seconds after you've jumped off a building, stabbed 2 people, and then gotten killed. And then I just want to put the controller down and watch somebody else play. But Jade over here could sit down and play it like it was paintball or something. Something
I
really
could
fun.
sit down and play that for hours and hours and hours till someone comes on the next morning and says, "Oh, you're on this early too?" And I'll be like, "Wait, what time is it?"
What do you mean early?
With Assassin's Creed, for me, it's really just kind of an exercise in, okay, can I steer this guy to get to do the thing I want him to do? Because the controls in that game are so convoluted. I've never played a more difficult to manage platformer.
Cats. But still, I was watching my roommate play
Which one?
Jacob. I was watching him play the one where you get to play as Ezio the second time. Revelations?
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Brotherhood?
Brotherhood.
Yes, it's the one where he's wearing green.
Huh?
That may have just been like a thing that he unlocked, but he was wearing a green thing. It's
Yeah.
it's when you have the hook.
Oh, that's
No,
Revelations.
That's Revelations.
That's the fourth time you get to play as him.
Okay,
Because
then
you never played the
that.
DS
That tells
game.
you how much I know about it, because the most entertaining part about that game was watching him play like the game was Grand Theft Auto, because he would just run up behind people and use the hook to trip them, and then like other people around, like the NPCs are actually programmed to laugh at the person who falls down when you trip them. So I watched him for about 25 minutes go and trip dudes and then have other people laugh at them. Then he'd throw money grenades, and as people are scrambling for the money, he would just drop a real grenade off a building at them.
And then desynchronize.
Nope, he always got it to just barely before desynchronizing and then did a story mission.
Yeah, that would do it.
And that just ups your synchronization, then you can just go screw around more.
Speaking of Jacob, Jacob's not here this week. He had something to do.
Yeah.
Also, let's move into challenges. for
Yeah,
that
let's move
matter,
into
actually.
challenges.
Challenges, yes.
I couldn't... Jade, you challenged me to play Warframe.
Yeah, our
But-
schedules just didn't sync up this
Yeah,
week.
exactly.
So, you know, it happens.
It
Damn it,
happens.
guys. Damn it.
I challenged Lodge to play Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood.
That game, I played that game for a good 45 minutes. And I don't even know what's going on in that game.
Neither do I. I've never
I will
played it.
explain the game to you so that you can be sorry you purchased it. The game is Final Fantasy number 9, the Sonic game.
Cool.
Without
What the hell happens
interesting
in Final
plot.
Fantasy IX?
Without the interesting plot, and with a very, very BioWare-esque conversation system.
Good, because it was developed by BioWare.
I know, and it's not a Sonic game. Of its own right, as a game, if it didn't have Sonic's name attached to it, I might actually be somewhat interested in playing it. But I will have you know that as a Sonic game, it fails in every single aspect of the name.
Cool. But that brings to mind a certain game called Super Mario RPG: Legend of the Seven Stars. As a Mario game, that fails because it's a JRPG. In a sense, just because a game changes genre does not necessarily mean it fails as that kind of game. It has to keep with a consistent tone, and it has to use that old tone to work in a new tone to make it feel appropriate.
My complaint with it actually is Sonic, it has a different personality than he usually does by a little bit.
Yeah, because you can make him a dick in this one.
Yeah, but that's like his default responses are the I'm a dick responses, and you actually have to pick the other responses from the not. And also, everybody else in the game treats Sonic like they've almost never seen him before. And and also, you're in a completely different universe than like the Sonic universe. Basically, everything you've ever experienced in a Sonic game, you won't encounter in this game, except for like a few specific robots.
Cool.
Awesome. So, did Jacob do his challenge this week?
Yes, I challenged Jacob to play Halo Wars. He played Halo Wars for about 20 minutes, and then fell asleep while playing Halo Wars and decided not to play it again. It is actually kind of a boring game, because it's like basically auto-win if you just make a bunch of warthogs.
True.
Okay.
So, Jacob challenged me to write a limerick, and unfortunately, the problem with poetry is that you can hit writer's block, and I did. I hit writer's block. I got 2, plus the whole A-A-B-B-A thing is kind of annoying when it comes to rhyming schemes. I don't know. I had rock, I had block, and then I had I had other words I could have used, but I had no idea how to pair those words with the subject matter of the rock fighting zombies with music. I almost got the rock fighting zombies, but then I had to add the with music part, and that just completely fucked me over, and then it didn't happen.
I was actually really looking forward to that limerick. It would have brightened my whole week.
And the worst part is, again, I think I had one the other day. I woke up at like 3 in the morning and I couldn't fall asleep, and then I was laying down and I got one, and I'm pretty sure I got one, but I fell asleep before I get down.
I love doing that.
And then I woke up the next morning. I'm like, shit, I should have written that down.
Yeah, that's happened to me too. My English teacher was talking about what was it? He was talking about how country music and Teutonic music Teutonic metal are so completely distinct from each other. Just as an example of something I can't
What
even
is
remember what it
Teutonic metal?
Teutonic thrash metal. It's just a
And why
subgenre
does
of metal.
and
I forget
like,
how the conversation came up, but at some point he said it would be really cool if I could hear a country song written about Teutonic thrash metal, or written with Teutonic thrash metal lyrics in mind, and that made me want to do it. And I couldn't think of anything. And then I woke up one night and I have it. Then I went to my computer. It's like, fuck, it's gone. It's gone. No. Oh. Just wanted to see if I could do it.
Anywho, challenges for the next week.
So since I challenged him, I can't challenge him this week. I have to challenge you. So you have to challenge him.
Yes, I figured.
Well, I have a challenge for you.
Okay.
Alright. So, I want you to listen to a full album, and then you have to come up with a very short and sweet review of the album.
Okay, you're telling me to do my dad's job. I can do that, no problem.
I'm picking something that you can do, but this is mostly just to get you to listen to the album.
Okay. Which album?
The album is Not Your Kind of People, the deluxe version by Garbage.
Not Your Kind of People, Deluxe by Garbage. Cool. I will do that. I haven't listened to a lot of Garbage, but they seem like they do some cool stuff.
They're a very unique band. If you want, actually, they're the best band I've ever... Okay, I'm not saying this properly. If you read their Wikipedia article, Wikipedia has the best description of them of any band that I've read the Wikipedia article of.
Okay.
It's also the shortest of the ones I've really paid attention to. You guys are thinking about this way too hard.
I know. I could just go with one of those old options I had from a couple weeks ago and get you to play one of the games from my shelf, but that would require me to go back to my house.
Because that's so hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Lodge, I challenge you to watch Finding Nemo in French.
Alright.
I'm curious, why?
I don't know. Just came to me.
I'm going to see how much of it I can understand.
That's more or less what I'm trying to see.
It's been a long while since I've actually been around French for any length of time.
Oh, so without subtitles?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Great, now that puts pressure on me.
Yeah. It was either that or Toy Story in Italian, but you don't know Italian, so that one wouldn't work as well.
Toy Story in Italian. I don't think I could do that.
I've done it, but that was in my phase of I'm trying to learn Italian. I need a movie that I can watch in Italian. You know how hard it is to find movies in Italian? Off of English torrent sites, I suppose, but still.
How hard?
Incredibly difficult.
Really?
Yes.
Why? If you can find English videos.
English torrent sites.
Oh, English. Okay, fine.
You know, most websites that I know are in English, so when you say this in Italian, they're like, what the fuck do you want? Anywho, yeah, so, challenge. Keeping in mind that I do have classes in the morning and I work most evenings.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna challenge you to play the prologue and the first level of Bayonetta, and I want you to try to give me a plot summary. What?
He just doesn't want to play Bayonetta. Well, that's too bad. You have to play it because I want to play it.
Oh, do you want to play it? Because if you really do want to play it, I'll just...
I don't actually own a 360 right now.
Ah, damn. You own a Wii U. And Bayonetta 2 is about to come out on the Wii U?
I'm not into the whole hacky-slashy type games.
I thought we already had this conversation about being into games.
No, I don't...
I could challenge you to play a really, really kiddie Wii game with your girlfriend.
Oh, God. You've already made your challenge for the week. But if you really, really, really want to...
No, I challenge you to play the prologue and the first level of Bayonetta, and I want you to come up with a plot summary.
Wikipedia.
That's what I without using Wikipedia. I'll know.
Bayonetta Wiki.
Without using a wiki. Without using an...
IGN.
Without using the internet.
Without referring to the internet, I want you to write a plot summary in front of me.
You are now a college student. Guess what your best friend is? The fucking internet.
They told me not to use the internet.
My textbooks are all on the internet.
Anyway, playlist for the week. Go!
I'm going to take a song from the album that I'm making Merzro listen to. Sugar by Garbage.
Okay. I want everybody to go listen to Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel because that song has been stuck in my head all week. I don't know why. I haven't heard that song in years, and all of a sudden, I heard, Sledgehammer! No! Go away!
You know what song has actually been stuck in my head for like a week now?
What?
And I haven't been able to get rid of it because I haven't watched the bloody movie. Okay, so the cover of I Need a Hero from Shrek 2.
Oh,
that's very specific.
It's very specific. No, I love Shrek 2. I love Shrek 2. I love that movie. Shrek 2 is my favorite.
Hold It Up for a Hero?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a better cover of that song out there, though.
Yeah, I know, but that's one of my favorite covers of that song because it's just... Because I have the whole scene in my head, right? With, like, Shrek riding on the horse and... The cat jumps off, and it's like,
Okay,
anyway.
I'm glad you specified, because I remember there being two versions of that song from that movie. There was one that played during the credit sequence, and it was a lot more song.
No, not
that one.
Not the Simon Cowell thing that happened.
No, not that. It wasn't that thing. It was like, during the credit sequence, there was a cover of that same song, but it was a lot more like a pop song.
No, I mean the song from the movie.
From the scene in the movie. Okay.
In the scene in the
That's
movie.
a good one. Like, I actually like that version a lot.
Anyway, again, it's just stuck up here with...
You know what it was that got Sledgehammer back in my head? It was because of that song you wanted in the last playlist. Because it was a claymation video. And I was like, man, claymation video, Sledgehammer, no! And then I couldn't get it out of my head. Actually, yeah, I guess I'll just link the music video to Sledgehammer.
So, this has been the Newb Tewb for the week. We are New.B Studios from Bremen, New Brunswick. Check us out on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Like and subscribe to this video / channel. And check us out on Twitter. Yeah.
Cool.